1 week ago, we saw dreams dashed.
Oh! Again and again!
And we saw dreams fulfilled.
Buzzer number 3!
Yeah! It was an absolute dream come true.
Tonight, a new set of dreamers takes the stage.
I'm pumped. I'm ecstatic.
Look at that joy!
This is the year for the Cowboy Ninja.
They seek redemption.
Having this second chance, I want to do really well and prove that I deserve to be here.
They seek glory.
Oh! Buzzer's grabbing! Oh my goodness!
If I don't believe that it's my destiny, I will fail. I can't let that happen.
And they seek a place in history.
This has to be the year that somebody's gonna do this.
I want to see myself on top of that tower.
Tonight, the bright lights of the Vegas Strip pale in comparison to the stars in our main event as the quest to make history continues at the National Finals of American Ninja Warrior. Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Iseman with former NFL defensive end Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, and it's time for the second half of our field to go all in on stage 1 of Mount Midoriyama. And Akbar, if you're gonna roll the dice, who are your picks to be standing at the end of the night?
Well, last week we saw many incredible performances, but tonight I'm putting my money on the weatherman, Joe Morosky. He went further than anyone last season, and he's been strong this year.
Joe Morosky does it!
I also like the Cowboy Ninja Lance Pegas. He's taken it to another level this year. And I'm going old school with Brent Stephenson. He was top dog 3 years ago, and he had a great comeback season.
Are you back? Okay, baby!
We're also going to see the only woman to ever complete a finals course when Casey Catanzaro returns.
There is no limit to what this woman can do.
Plus, Megan Martin, no woman has gone further on stage 1 than her.
Megan Martin, the first woman ever to complete the jumping spider. And for a look at the difficult course they'll be facing, let's go down to Kristine Leahy.
Thanks, Matt. Just like last week, stage 1 is made up of 8 obstacles, and in order to advance, competitors must finish it in under 2.5 minutes. It all starts right behind me at Piston Road. Our ninjas will have to traverse 6 angled cylinders, only 30 inches wide. Then, new to stage 1, it's the propeller bar, which last week created some dramatic falls, including that of veteran Sam Sand.
Oh! No, Sam Sand!
Then it's on to the silk slider. Grab a silk curtain and slide down a 50-foot zip line to a small floating pad below.
Great save there by Stratus!
Next is the dreaded jumping spider. This obstacle took out more athletes than any other last week, including James the Beast McGrath.
Oh,
no! Next is a new obstacle, Sonic Curve, a tricky test of footwork and timing.
So smooth.
Then it's on to the 14-foot warped wall. But here in Vegas, our ninjas will only have half the run-up space to climb to the top. Up next is another new obstacle, the coin flip, where the Godfather, David Campbell, dramatically ended his run last week.
David Campbell goes out again!
And finally, it's the triple swing. Competitors will have to make 3 leaps to reach the cargo net and make that final climb, like Kevin Bull did, ending last week's competition with the fastest time of the night.
He's destroying this course!
If competitors can hit the buzzer in under 2.5 minutes, they're moving on to stage 2. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Kristine. Well, Kevin Bull was last year's walk-on sensation, and leading it off tonight is this year's. It's Adam Arnold. This maintenance worker from Missouri tried to walk on in Kansas City, but didn't make it. So he drove to the Orlando walk-on line, and the rest is history. Phenomenal performance there out of Adam Arnold, and he's locked in. Oh, my goodness! With his fellow walk-ons as his inspiration, the rookie ended up being the #1 finisher in the Orlando City Finals. Adam Arnold, the walk-on, is gonna do it! And made him an unlikely hero in a star-studded field. And there's a man who knows how he feels. Kevin Bull was in the walk-on line last season, now showing his support for Adam Arnold. You can see the finisher's patch on his shirt. Adam Arnold was one of only 2 athletes who finished the Orlando Finals course.
And that course was brutal. Adam Arnold put himself on the map with that performance.
Goes right into the propeller bar. Landing.
No! What?
And an amazing year, but Adam Arnold's Cinderella story ends tonight on the propeller bar.
Well, he had a good jump and was on top of the propeller, but he rushed his grab for the rope. You see, he should have taken his time, taken another spin around, and then reached for it.
So Adam Arnold's season is over. A surprising start to our second night here on stage 1. And a little history being made by our next competitor, Preston Griffall, is the very first Olympian to earn a ticket to Mount Midoriyama. He's a world-class athlete in the sport of luge, now making some noise as a ninja.
During my career, I was U.S. national champion 3 times, but to be the first Olympic athlete to tackle Mount Midoriyama and come out victorious would be kind of on a different level, just because it's something that nobody else has ever done. I wouldn't say nervous, really. I think more excited just to be here and to see what the stages hold and just attack it and do my best. Yes.
Preston's dad, his girlfriend, and some other friends here for his Vegas debut. Well, we've had more than 24 Olympic athletes compete on American Ninja Warrior over the years, but Griffall is the only one to make it here to stage 1. He's also a member of the U.S. Army and competed in our military finals in San Pedro.
Ooh, and that's a good jump to the propeller bar.
Now needs to grab that rope and swing down. And he does it. Now moving up to the silk slider. Track here 50 feet long.
Well, Griffall is used to going fast as a luger. He just needs to hang on and hit that landing area.
Oh, sticks that
so
landing.
Close. Dangerously close there on the landing.
Now our first look at the jumping spider tonight. It's a 10-foot gap from the trampoline to the walls.
Oh, hold on, fight! Woo! See, that's where that Olympic experience comes in. You understand how to battle through tough times.
Well, the jumping spider always takes out some of the most experienced ninjas, but Griffall gets through in his first attempt. Now facing one of our new obstacles, Sonic Curve. 6 angled steps, then a leap to a swinging rope. It looked like a little stumble early on, but he's through it. And he has a great pace going, Akbar.
Yeah, but maybe too fast. He's gonna take a breather before the warp wall.
It's a much shorter run-up here in Vegas. Oh, not even close.
Well, this is a lot harder than the wall he saw in San Pedro.
And misses again. Now you start to see fatigue set in, the legs starting to get tired.
Well, his technique is off. He needs to run up that Ninja Warrior logo and then jump, just like that.
And he's got it.
Yeah, on his 4th attempt.
Now the coin flip, but he needs to pick up the pace on the final obstacles. Oh, and Griffall continues.
Well, he races against the clock in luge. That's what he's doing here.
He's got 30 seconds. He can finish, but he needs to hurry. Oh! So close, made it to the last obstacle, but Preston Griffall goes down on the triple swing.
Well, the triple swing is new this year. It's 5.5 feet between the bars, and Preston Griffall just gets no swing up to the 2nd bar, and from there, it was all downhill for the Olympic luger.
I just started trying to rush it at the end there.
Tonight, only the best are still standing.
I love you guys!
And only a few will move on. Oh! The final night on stage 1 features some of our biggest stars. Whoa! What? We'll see the weatherman, Joe Borowski. The natural, Ellen Hall.
He just hit that button and said, that was easy.
And the cowboy ninja, Lance Pekas.
Yippee-ki-yay, get our cowboy hats ready.
Plus, 2 of our history-making female competitors, Megan Martin.
You did it, girl! You did it!
And Casey Catanzaro. This crowd is on its feet. It's gonna be a big night in Vegas. On American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to Mount Midoriyama on American Ninja Warrior. While we were away, 3 more ninjas took on stage 1. Aisha Grechka, a 22-year-old robotics student currently living in Paris, bid adieu on the propeller bar.
Go for that grab! Oh!
Crash test engineer Adam Mim crushed the first 3 obstacles, but the A-train got derailed at the jumping spider. And iron worker Steve Martin made it to Vegas as a 44-year-old rookie. Oh, no! But his feet failed him at Piston Road, proving you can't take any obstacle for granted.
Steve Martin, not a wild and crazy guy tonight.
Just hitting the course right now, Jonathan Parr, a 30-year-old physical therapist from Katy, Texas. You may remember Jonathan created a unique American Ninja Warrior-inspired rehab program for his patient, Damien. And Damien is here in Vegas tonight to show his support. He and his friends wearing those red Flying Squirrel t-shirts. That's Jonathan's nickname.
Oh, hang on, Flying Squirrel. Grab that rope.
And Jonathan Parr is going to make it through. Well, this isn't his first year competing, but this is the first year he's made it to Vegas. Now he'll try out the silk slider. Nice job there on the silk slider.
5'6", 132 pounds. Wasn't really comfortable in his flexibility, so he took up yoga just for the 4th obstacle, the jumping spider. You better hit the splits. Boom!
Unbelievable save out of Parr.
Arm strength saving there, not yoga.
That was impressive, locked it in. And narrowly averting disaster on the jumping spider.
Come on, go get your nut, Flying Squirrel.
You may remember Jonathan Parr shaved ANW7 into his head in Houston. Looks like it's grown out a little bit since then.
Now he's taking a long look at Sonic Curve. There's 6 tilted steps going up in elevation. Come on, come on.
Oh! And he missed the final step on the Sonic Curve, and the Flying Squirrel splashing down.
Well, those tilted steps will make you lean on the inside. And on that last step, he just missed it completely. He made a last-ditch grab for the rope, but it was too late.
Really didn't time it right. Just got a little anxious. That's all, but I'm still happy.
Well, up next, one of the most impressive rookies this season. It's the always smiling Grant McCartney. And you can see him pointing over to his dad, his girlfriend, and other family members. Lost his mom and grandma this year, and this competition has brought some much-needed joy back to the family. Grant's a flight attendant based in Hawaii, and training for stage 1 has not been easy.
The island is the best gym you could ever go to. Surfing keeps me in shape. We have waterfalls to jump off of, banyan trees to swing on. There's plenty of stuff everywhere you go to train. Being a flight attendant, it has been a little harder to find time to train because I am flying a lot right now. I'm on the plane sometimes upwards of 10 hours. So I try to get creative on what I can do. I can roll out 2 of the beverage carts and you can do dips on those or leg raises. I'll take a bunch of the coffee mugs and I'll carry them all at one time. Get a couple curls in on the way. Gotta get creative, but there's stuff on the plane where you can train the whole time while you're working. Last year when I lost my mom and my grandmother, the thing that kept me afloat was hope. Knowing that life has seasons and that was a bad season. Knowing that there was another season right around the corner and now I'm in that better season. It's a sad thought knowing that they're not gonna be there. But then I remembered they probably have the best seat in the house.
Grant has some of his fellow flight attendants and friends from Hawaii here, plus a huge group of family from Tennessee, and this is gonna be fun. McCartney had a great run in Venice, finished the qualifying course, and made it to the 9th obstacle in the finals.
And McCartney's one of the bigger guys we'll see tonight, 6'2" and almost 200 pounds.
But makes the jump and swings to safety. This guy embodies the Aloha spirit, but was actually born in Knoxville, Tennessee. And his biggest supporter is always his dad, Ron.
Yeah, his dad is a former NFL player, played with the Rams and Falcons. Pretty good athletic genes in this family.
Coming in low on the silk slider, but he sticks it. Now the always dangerous jumping spider.
You got this!
As we said, he's 6'2", so has some longer limbs.
Ooh, McCartney with authority.
And I'll tell you, the bigger guys having trouble on the jumping spider. You can see how hard it is for him to lock those legs in, but he's making progress.
Yeah, the big fella's making do. So what, you're 6'2". Just do what you do.
But I'll tell you, this is sapping some energy. You see, and he's really having to fight it. Hard impact. McCartney shaking his head out. And his Hawaiian buddies are going nuts. And now another obstacle he's never seen before, sonic curve.
Well, I think he's got the cardiovascular shape here to make it through. He just has to be comfortable with the lean. Great use of the low leg.
So comfortable there. McCartney crushed the sonic curve. And look at the fans, they love McCartney. And right up the work wall. You talk about the Rookie of the Year. McCartney puts himself in consideration as well, Akbar.
Athleticism will show off here.
Avid surfer, surfs every day he can. And he's through. 30 seconds and right into the triple swing. The rookie trying to be the first finisher tonight.
This crowd is going nuts for McCartney.
Just needs one more swing. Grant McCartney's going to stage 2.
Amazing run almost ended at the jumping spider. Watch his feet sliding down. He had to save himself with only his arms, but he did it, and he hit our first buzzer of the night.
And right now, he's standing by with Kristine Leahy.
Grant, you guys have been through so much this year. What does it mean to you to be here as a rookie, having this much success, and this crowd with you? Look at this.
Yeah, I know, right? Got the whole Ohana, all the friends. Everyone came out. It means a lot, I guess, just because I want to do something fun. We've had some hard times, and it's good to have something fun, you know? And this is something fun we can do together, so.
I like it. I can't wait to see all of you guys at stage 2.
Oh, we're on our way.
Guys, back to you.
Coming up, he trains for stage 1, the cowboy way. Now Lance Pekas is ready to hit his first buzzer in Vegas. Plus, she's the top female Spartan racer in the country. But can Rose Wetzel make history on our course?
I sure do love a good challenge.
She's up next on American Ninja Warrior. Last year, she made history. She's done it! This year, her run in Houston started strong.
That's it.
Great job. But ended in heartbreak. Oh! Tonight, Casey Catanzaro makes her return. She's with Kristine in the Palm warm-up zone.
Thanks, Matt. Casey, so great to have you back. You're really such an inspiration to a lot of the fans of the show, especially women. I've got to ask how your fans reacted after we saw kind of a shocking fall from you in Houston.
The fans have been really amazing, really supportive, and I'm really excited to have another chance out here to make them proud this time.
Well, now that you're back, I mean, stage 1 last year, the jumping spider took you out. You basically did a center split. How do you train to make sure that that doesn't happen again?
I've really been working on my mini trampoline technique so that I can hit it really well in the center and get further into the wall where hopefully it's a little bit closer.
Are you going to be the first woman to complete stage 1 this year?
I know I can be the first woman to complete stage 1.
Love the confidence, Casey. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Kristine. Up next, one of the women inspired to try out for American Ninja Warrior after watching Casey last year. This is Rose Wetzel from Seattle, Washington. Rose is a star in her own right. She's one of the top Spartan racers in America. And as you can see from her outfit, she's a Wonder Woman.
There's something psychological about wearing a superhero outfit that is pretty powerful, that has helped me through a lot of tough races. I'll wear a Wonder Woman t-shirt to bed the night before races, and I'll wake up in the morning and just see this caricature going like this in the mirror at me, and I'll be like, yeah. I would love to be the first woman to smack down that stage 1 red button. It would show everybody that I can do it and that a woman can do it.
Rose has her family here in Vegas, her brother Dominic, her nephew Jacob, and her husband Tim on the right.
Let's go, Rose! Stay tight! Oh, there she goes, Matt. Striking that Wonder Woman pose she talked about.
Let's see if it gives her the power to get through stage 1. No woman has ever done it. Hung up here. No!
No! Save yourself.
A good
save yourself.
save on
Save
Piston
yourself.
Road.
Okay, Wonder Woman.
Well, this woman, no quit in her. So impressive. Of course, recall in one of the Spartan races, got her arm caught up in barbed wire, pierced, bleeding, refused to quit.
She's testing out the mini trap. Now, we've seen a lot of women struggle with this obstacle.
Well, it's a 10-foot jump from the mini tramp up to the propeller. Wetzel was a track star at Georgetown University.
Get some power now. Oh!
And the propeller bar knocks out another top female competitor.
Well, women typically have lighter bodies, and it's tougher for them to generate a big bounce off the mini tramp. Rose Wetzel got her fingers on the bar, but it wasn't enough.
I want it so badly, too. All right.
Well, up next is another superhero, one of the most recognized ninjas in the country, Captain NBC, Jamie Rahn. It's the New Jersey gym owner's 3rd straight trip to Vegas. And you can see he's got a new costume. Oh, looks like he's going shirtless. That's a first. Well, wearing the trademark green wigs are his girlfriend, his parents, and a couple dozen fans in the stands. Jamie Rahn has competed 5 seasons on American Ninja Warrior, but only has 1 finish on stage 1.
He just flew across the Pistons.
Costume competitors long a part of the fabric of Ninja Warrior, but often not the most serious competitors. Well, Jamie Rahn has changed that. This is a man who's become one of the elite. And amongst many of the ninjas, they talk about him being one of those who has the skills to complete all 4 stages. Opened up his own training facility, Pinnacle Parkour Academy. And sticks that landing. And you'll recall, turning such a good performance. We turned green with envy. We were sporting those green wigs.
I thought we wore it well, Matt. Green wigs look good on us. Green hair.
And locks in the jumping spider, the obstacle that took him out last year. Jamie Rahn, that trademark green hair. A lightning bolt on the side. Rahn just an electric performer. This obstacle, again, parkour practitioner, great agility.
He knows how to use his body.
Little locked up there on the landing. We've seen a few people have trouble with it. And still struggling.
That's a lot of time he's wasting there.
But he's through. Well, the good ones, they've had such a good pace going on, Akbar, they've been able to withstand a stumble or 2. And right up the warp wall, making up for that mistake there on Sonic Curve.
Well, I think he's got plenty of time here. He just has to make sure he makes it through the coin flip. Don't rush to where you miss one of the flips. Nice.
Locked right in, perfect foot placement.
Yeah, well, clearly taking off his superhero shirt hasn't slowed him down tonight.
Now just a couple of swings away, but can't overlook this obstacle.
Stay focused on every single one.
Absolutely, some of the big names have gone out.
Well, there's no kryptonite on this course for Captain NBC. He's flying. Jamie Rahn will not be denied.
Captain NBC showing he is a superhero tonight. Going on to stage 2, Jamie Rahn. Oh, and look at this, even a red buzzer is wearing a green wig.
Well, a few inches can make a big difference. Here's Jamie on the silk slider. He releases early and just barely hits the landing area. If his fingers touch the water, he'd be going home. Instead, he's going to stage 2.
Well, even superheroes need a hug. Jamie Rahn getting some love from the family. Coming up, this exterminator is a Terminator.
Because I'm so physically active, I get some of the toughest jobs.
Now he's bringing his critter-chasing skills to stage 1. Plus, Last year, she set the new standard for women. And look at that! Now, Megan Martin wants to rewrite the history books again.
Tonight, I plan on hitting that buzzer and making it stage 2.
Her run coming up later on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to Las Vegas and the national finals of American Ninja Warrior. While we were away, 3 more athletes took on stage 1. Former Air Force medic Van Tran tried to aim high at the propeller bar.
Dove like Superman.
But at 5'4", he came up a little short. Even though he weighs 200 pounds, Alabama firefighter Eddie Stewart was smoking on the early part of the course. But when he reached the warp wall, he ran out of breath and ran out of time.
That's it.
Another firefighter, Brandon Mears, makes up the Towers of Power with fellow ninja Dan Polizzi.
A walk in the park.
And tonight, the 6'5" Mears came up big, hitting his first buzzer in Vegas.
Add Brandon Mears to the history book because he's the tallest competitor to ever complete stage 1.
And here comes yet another guy from the firehouse. It's Brendan Couvreau, the paramedic and father of 2 from Boulder, Colorado, who was a huge surprise in the Kansas City finals. You can see the finisher's patch on his shirt. He's one of only 3 who completed that unrelenting course.
Oh boy, he's shaking.
Just look at his face. He is gunning his way through this.
The finals course at Kansas City was definitely super challenging.
Oh, just barely made it.
Brendan Couvreau, the first to get past the body prop.
Took it one step at a time and eventually made it through.
And he has done it.
Coming to Las Vegas, I am somewhat concerned about my ability to complete stage 1. Stage 1 has more acrobatic type obstacles. Trampolines is definitely a challenge for me. I feel a lot more confident on the upper body strength obstacles, but I'm definitely up for the challenge and ready to give it my all.
Brendan's parents are here, along with his wife, Chloe. Couvreau was born in France and grew up sailing around the world with his family, now living in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, he was so impressive in Kansas City, but he hasn't seen any of these stage 1 obstacles before.
Only weighs 135 pounds on a 5'7" frame. Well, Couvreau finished that brutal course in Kansas City, but tonight he can't get past the second obstacle.
Well, he got both hands on the propeller bar, but couldn't hang on, and Couvreau gave us a French twist as he makes that 30-foot fall into the water.
Up next, a guy who has to be the most athletic exterminator in the nation. It's Pavel Fisuk from Rochester, New York. Pavel's a blue-collar guy who gets his training by chasing down pests.
When you hear exterminator, you think of an older, fat guy that doesn't move or do anything. Actually being fit and training for ninja helps my job. Because I'm so physically active, I get some of the toughest jobs. I can run around an attic and chase squirrels and catch raccoons and all that stuff. I'm the go-to guy. I see some of the craziest, scariest things every day at work, so Mount Midoriyama should be a piece of cake.
Go, Pavel! There's Pavel's brother Marco, one of his 9 siblings. Made the trip out to Vegas with him, and look at this. He's grabbing a quick selfie on the starting line.
Well, now he's got proof. He made it to stage 1 in Vegas.
And here goes Fisuk. Going up one side of the Pistons, surprised us in Pittsburgh with his athletic ability.
Yeah, he's very agile for a 6-foot, almost 200-pound exterminator.
Grabs the bar, but misses the rope. Gets it on the second pass. Now swings like Tarzan and moving on to the silk slider.
Yeah, ball!
Fisuk made it to the 8th obstacle in the Pittsburgh finals this year. Now he has to figure out the silk slider.
Oh, he's getting twisted here, Matt.
But a nice soft landing on the pad. And moving on to the jumping spider, says this is the obstacle he's most worried about.
Stick this!
Actually drives around with a mini tramp in his truck when he goes on exterminator jobs, practices in alleyways. And he sticks it, but having some trouble with traction. Shoe selection so important on this obstacle. He's struggling here a bit.
Well, the Exterminator should be used to crawling in tight spaces, but he's really fighting it here.
And he's using up a lot of time and a lot of energy. Oh, but makes it through.
You can't stop and celebrate. The clock is ticking down. Keep your lean, keep your body lean.
Nice job on the landing.
I was actually leaning with Fasuke on that.
Seems a little winded, but needs to keep moving.
All right, do it again, do it again.
Well, it's a shorter runway here in Vegas. It's a lot harder than what he saw back in Pittsburgh.
But gets it on the second attempt.
Got this. We're staying in Vegas.
This Exterminator will not quit.
Well, you can't pause here at the corn flip. He's got to see it, feel it, and go.
Oh, save! Well, the crowd is getting into it, but less than 30 seconds left.
Now, he's a big guy. He needs some big swings right here.
20 seconds. This is going to be close. He's got it. Needs one more swing to the cargo net. But he's low. 10 seconds.
Drag your big body. Get your big body up there.
Seconds.
Go hard or go home, and I don't think
it's going to be close.
So dramatic.
And the Exterminator avoids extinction. He's moving on to stage 2 by a whisker.
Look at this save on the coins. He tripped on the first one and just stumbles forward, but he survives. Now, who says Exterminators aren't athletes? Fasuke's going to stage 2.
And right now, he's standing by with Kristine Leahy.
You literally finished the course with 1 second left. How nervous were you that you weren't going to make it?
Oh my gosh, when I climbed onto the cargo net, it goes 4, 3, 2. That's why when I got to the top, I had to dive, and luckily it was, enough time to finish it.
Well, you did enough to make it to stage 2. We'll see you back here.
Hey.
We're taking a selfie?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
There we go.
Coming up, Ellen Hall, welcome to the club. They were the top 2 competitors last season. And he does it! Now, Joe Moravsky and Ellen Hall are back to make another run at history.
This is my year.
Plus, her last run ended in disappointment. No! But you can't keep Mighty Casey down for long.
I'm ready to make history once again.
See Casey Catanzaro's return coming up on American Ninja Warrior. Look at this! Joe Moravsky passed the ultimate cliffhanger. Last year, he was the last man standing and came up just short on stage 3. No! Now Joe Moravsky is ready for another run in Vegas. He's with Kristine in the Palm warm-up zone.
Thanks, Matt. Joe, you made it further than anybody in Las Vegas last year. Any added pressure for you tonight?
This is my 3rd year doing it. I know I'm not a long-time 6 or 7 season veteran, but I've been through the motions, and I know how to handle the pressure now. So it really just comes down to hopefully not slipping up on something. Focusing on each individual obstacle one at a time, getting through it and hitting that buzzer.
Okay, Joe, I can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Kristine. While we were away, 3 more athletes tried their luck here on stage 1. Jeff Lancaster, an Austin software developer who actually shaved his head to be more aerodynamic, could have just gone with a shower cap. Oh, no! Oh! As he ended up taking a bath on Sonic Curve. Army medic Benjamin Barrett charged through the first 7 obstacles.
Just go for it!
But ended up a casualty of the triple swing. Ooh! Rookie Sean Clayton, a construction worker who didn't finish either course in Orlando but still advanced to Vegas, and look at this, finally broke through and hit the buzzer here at stage 1. Up next, an athlete making his 3rd straight appearance here in Las Vegas. This is Josh Cook, a floor installer turned ninja trainer, now living in Springfield, Missouri. 2 years ago in his rookie season, he shocked us by finishing stage 1. And then last year, he did it again. Now, he's going for 3 straight. He's got his mom and stepdad here in Vegas, and his 2 sons are watching from home. Little bow there, showing his respect for the course.
Yeah, Josh Cook is a long, lanky guy. 6 feet tall and only 140 pounds.
Went out on the butterfly wall on stage 2 last year, so he's been working on his vertical leap. Nice bounce off the mini tramp there and able to grab the 8-foot propeller.
Now it's about getting the timing right to grab the rope.
Oh, the propeller swung around and hit him in the head.
And that propeller's 3 inches of solid, heavy wood. He may be seeing some stars right now.
Well, he has to shake off the cobwebs to take on the silk slider. It's a 50-foot ride down to the landing area. Needs to find... Oh! Finished the course 2 years in a row, but Josh Cook knocked out by the silk slider tonight.
Well, take a look at that headshot again. The propeller comes around and nails him right in the temple. He may have still been woozy because on the silk slider, he just lost his grip with his left hand, and that was it.
Slipped off of it.
Up next, excited to see this guy in Vegas after all the disappointments he's suffered out here. It's the man known as the Human Panther, Anthony Scott, a corrections officer from Albuquerque who's now ready to put 2 years of heartbreaking exits behind him.
Last year, I fell on the 5th obstacle. My back foot tapped the water.
And the Human Panther is out.
My daughter Aaliyah was really broken up about the fall because she knows how hard I work.
This is a man with unfinished business.
This year, in the qualifying round, just like last year, I fell on the 5th obstacle.
There it is!
And the exact same thing!
Oh, no!
So it was kind of like a haunting, nightmarish deja vu.
Anthony Scott this year was fast enough to make it here to the finals.
When I heard I made it to city finals, it was very relieving to know I have an opportunity to make up for that mistake.
He's got it! Cleared it down!
It takes a different type of athlete to experience heartbreak and then be able to push yourself even further.
Anthony, you are going to Las Vegas.
The Human Panther's coming from Mount Midoriyama.
There's his daughter Aaliyah along with his wife Renee. They've lived through the lows, now they want to celebrate here in Vegas.
Ooh, the Human Panther looking cat-like across Piston Road.
Footwork and speed, Anthony's forte. Played safety for the Florida Gators.
Woo! That propeller bar hit him right in the rib. All right, don't keep spinning. This is not a ride at Universal Studios.
And he just can't seem to reach out for the rope, Akbar, and continuing to spin.
Don't be scared.
Trying to use his foot. He's got to position himself out.
Boy, that was way too many revolutions there on the propeller bar. Now he has to have that sense of urgency there. He's got to make up some time here on the silk slider.
Yeah, if he's not too dizzy. He had a few rolls there. Will that impact his balance? And he's careful not to dip his toes in the water on the landing.
Yeah, we don't want to see that again. No more wet toes.
Now he'll face the jumping spider.
Stick it!
And he's got it.
Nice, Anthony Scott. I'm rooting for Anthony Scott. He wants it badly.
Well, he made it to Vegas by going far enough, fast enough in Houston, but only finishers will move on tonight. And he's through.
Yeah, Daddy!
Gonna put that football footwork to use on the sonic curve.
Come on, Anthony Scott.
Well, he'd spent so much time practicing the jumping spider. Oh, a low step there, but he's through sonic curve.
Well, you talk about stage 1. This falls into his wheelhouse here. He's super athletic, and you know this is going to test your agility.
Well, unbelievable. This run that looked to be hung up on the propeller bar, and now 2 obstacles away from stage 2. And plenty of time on the Human Panther. Let's see. Agile as a cat.
Look at that. Woo!
Right through the coin flip.
Come on, Daddy!
Remember, he's never actually finished a course on Ninja Warrior, yet here he is on the home stretch of stage 1 at Mount Midoriyama.
What a story this would be.
Well, he's had so many close calls in the past, but no heartbreak
break
He is 20-something seconds away here from realizing his dream.
Well, think of that moment with Kristine when he thought it was all over, and now he's gonna hit that buzzer, and the Human Panther moving on to stage 2.
I'm proud of you, Mr. Anthony Scott.
And so great for him to do it in front of his wife and daughter. What a roller coaster season it's been for Anthony Scott.
Well, he looked like a kid on a merry-go-round for a while. He went 6 times on the propeller bar, but he found a solution and hit the first buzzer of his career.
Let's go down to Kristine.
You know, Anthony, one of the most memorable parts of the season was when you got so emotional in qualifying because you thought you weren't going to advance. How much has this season become about redemption for you?
This season has become about redemption all the way around. You know, last year, falling at the 5th obstacle, and this year, falling at the 5th obstacle. Now, having an opportunity to compete in Vegas. It's all becoming a dream come true.
Your daughter, Aaliyah, was very vocal tonight supporting you. What did you think about your dad's performance?
I think he did amazing. I'm just so glad to see him move on.
We're glad to see you move on, too, Anthony. We will see you in stage 2. Guys.
Thanks, Kristine. Well, some of our best are coming up, including those two, Brent Stephenson and Casey Catanzaro. But up next, weeks ago, we made a bet with Lance Pekus. He finishes this course, we are wearing cowboy hats in Vegas.
I like that.
The cowboy came through, and now we're gonna pay up. His run coming up on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to the National Finals of American Ninja Warrior. The cowboy ninja Lance Pekus made us a bet in the Kansas City Finals.
Hey, let's say if I can finish this course, you guys wear a cowboy hat when I run to Vegas, huh?
He finishes this course, we are wearing cowboy hats in Vegas.
I like that.
And the cowboy ninja did his part.
Yippee-ki-yay, get our cowboy hats ready.
And now with Lance Pekus headed to the start line, you know what that means. It's time to cowboy up.
Let's go.
Well, Pekus is smiling.
You look like J.R. Ewing.
And you look like Shaquille O'Neal with the cowboy hat. Okay, now we can concentrate on Lance. He's had a real breakthrough season and put up the fastest time in the Kansas City Finals. But there's an obstacle here in Vegas that has been a cowboy killer.
Stage 1, they're changing a lot of things up, but the jumping spider's still there. It's been my #1 enemy the last 2 seasons. It's taken me out.
Oh! Pekus couldn't stick the landing. And the jumping spider takes out Lance Pekus for a 2nd year in a row.
So to simulate the jumping spider, I set up some 1-ton hay bales, about 4 feet apart, stacked them up, and I've been jumping between them and practicing that a lot. They're a little bit slicker than what the course will be, so hopefully that helps. I'm feeling great physically, kind of the top of my game right now, and honestly, mentally too. This is probably the most confident I've been coming into Las Vegas. After completing the City Finals course, and this being my 3rd year, I know what to expect better, and I expect more out of myself. I feel if things go right, I can definitely finish this course.
And there's his wife, Heather, in the middle, along with her 2 sisters. They're holding Lance's 2 kids, Gracie and Grayson.
Oh, he's dropping the hat. And check out those legs.
And I'm shocked. For the first time, Lance is not wearing jeans. A nice farmer's tan on those legs. And a great leap there. This is a guy, such a hard-working young man. Works on his father-in-law's ranch. This is a guy who gets up at 4:30 in the morning. Actually built the house he and his wife live in.
This is a guy that understands hard work and knowing that that hard work pays off, and it's going to show up here in stage 1.
And as we showed you, really been working hard on the jumping spider. Got him the past 2 seasons, and he wants revenge.
You know, for Lance Pekus, he understands that failure only means it's going to set up his success here.
Yes! And locks it in. The hay bale training pays off. Cowboy flying through it. And for the first time, he's completed the jumping spider.
Hey, Let me tip my hat off to you.
He just said we look good. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to save my hat tip for when he hits that buzzer. And a great job there through the sonic curve. Oh! That's okay. He's got enough time on the clock. Still practices on obstacles at the course he built in his father-in-law's shed. Has a warp wall there, and right up this one here. Now facing down the coin flip. 5'7", 160.
I promise you there's nothing like the coin flip back at the ranch.
Through the coin flip. Well, he is putting together one heck of a run here. But remember, he's never seen this part of the course before, but he is looking like a veteran.
Well, this is just like swinging through the barn rafters. Come on, cowboy.
And this crowd is about to erupt. They love the cowboy, and he's going to hit his first buzzer in Las Vegas. What a year for him. Lance Pincus is going to do it. The Cowboy Ninja Cowboy's up.
This is the appropriate time.
We tip our caps to you, Lance Pincus.
Good job, Lance. Well, all that training back at the ranch paid off. Lance Pincus owned the jumping spider tonight. He jumped deep into the chute and was out the other side in less than 10 seconds.
Lance, congratulations. And finally, that jumping spider took you out 2 years in a row. How were you able to make sure that did not happen tonight?
Finally, that's a big relief. I tested the tramp. I normally don't, and I think it paid off. I was finally able to stick it.
First time you're moving on to stage 2. What's different about you this year?
I don't know. Maybe it's a little confidence. I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready.
Well, I think everybody loves the Cowboy Ninja, and we are so excited to see you in stage 2.
Thank you.
Guys.
Well, what a run of success we've had so far on stage 1. As the list of finishers continues to grow, Lance Pincus has the 6th fastest time, with many of our top competitors about to hit the course. Coming up, Isaac Caldiero likes to have fun on the course. Oh, come on.
Oh, you show off.
Look at the confidence. But this laid-back climber has some serious skills.
I know I can be the first American Ninja Warrior.
Plus, there is no limit to what this woman can do. She's done the impossible before. Casey Catanzaro has done it. Now, Casey Catanzaro tries to bounce back from a disappointing year to make history in Vegas. Mighty Casey comes up short.
I want to do really well and prove that I deserve to be here.
And later, her boyfriend Brent Stephenson makes his return to stage 1. Back to a familiar spot, Brent Stephenson.
I'm back to just having fun doing my thing.
The royal couple coming up on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to stage 1 of the national finals in Las Vegas. You know, Akbar, this competition is always full of surprises, and this year, stage 1 is no exception.
This course has 4 new obstacles, and yet we're seeing unprecedented success. For comparison, in season 4, we had 24 finishers on stage 1. In season 5, 21 made it to the buzzer. And last year, only 18 were able to complete the course. But this year, counting those from last week, we're already up to 23 finishers. And some of our best have yet to run, so we may have a new record before the night is over.
And one of those top competitors is at the start line right now. It's Isaac Caldiero. He's a member of the group known as the Wolfpack, which features some of our most elite ninjas. Isaac is a rock star in the climbing world, but he and his girlfriend Laura lead a very simple life.
I guess if I was to describe my lifestyle, I'm kind of just like a traveling gypsy. Recently, me and Laura have decided to kind of live more out of our car, and we're very comfortable in that element. We basically wake up in the morning, cook up a quick little breakfast, and then we're out to the boulders. We're always on the move. It's usually about a couple months until we're just like, all right, we're done with this place, it's fun. What's next? I think for me, what I truly need to survive is just purpose. American Ninja Warrior gives me drive and direction. When I fell the last 2 years.
He's in trouble, Matt.
The feet just getting no traction.
It was so heartbreaking.
Oh! Isaac Caldiero shockingly out.
No one likes having their heart broken, you know? I think this could be my year. It just comes down to not making silly mistakes, staying strong, and staying focused.
There's his girlfriend, Laura. Also watching are his Wolfpack training partners, Brian Arnold and Noah Kaufman, along with some members of Isaac's family. Isaac Caldiero has been tantalizing with his amazing performances in the city competitions and watching what this man can do on a mountain, but in Vegas has failed to live up to his potential.
I'm loving the old school shorts Isaac got going on. He normally wears long pants.
Easy peasy, you got it, just like we trained.
Words of encouragement from Noah Kaufman. Noah went out in the Kansas City finals, but came out to cheer on his Wolfpack buddies. Well, you look at the Wolfpack, Brian Arnold, the most accomplished, but Caldiero, the strongest climber. And when you talk about who has the best shot of summiting Mount Midoriyama, many point at this man. Recall in Denver 2 years ago, walked on, dressed like Jesus.
He hits this one, he's gonna say hallelujah.
He's up. 2 years ago, went out of this obstacle. Caldiero, one of only 3 rock climbers in the world who can solo climb V5.14 routes.
And we know he's got the upper body skills from climbing, but stage 1 tests agility, especially here at Sonic Curve.
Whoa!
Hello, Isaac.
He was going down, a nice save on the rope. Fighting through it, a little pose.
And a little showmanship there.
Well, I will tell you, he does not lack for confidence, but Caldiero, his amazing accomplishments in rock climbing, keep in mind, he doesn't have a crowd of thousands watching him in person and millions watching him at home. He now faces the final 2 obstacles with just under a minute left, but remember, he fell on the body prop in the Kansas City finals, so we know he is human. So smooth.
Well, Isaac told me earlier that if he could just get to stage 3, he could win it all.
Just needs 2 more swings. And look at how soft his landings are on those laches. Just incredible.
Good grab.
Right up. And a little muscle flex there. I love it. Dropping the hammer on the buzzer. He's moving on to stage 2.
Just like he did in Kansas City, Isaac Caldiero putting on a show. Look at the little dance move after his save on Sonic Curve, and then coming up the cargo net gives a fist pump to the crowd.
And there's Isaac getting some love from the Wolfpack as he's headed to stage 2. Up next, one of the runs everyone's been waiting to see. It's the return of mighty Casey Catanzaro. Last year, she became the first woman up the warp wall and the first woman to finish a city finals course. She had to deal with the fame, but this season, she's had to deal with disappointment. It is time for the most anticipated run of the season. Can mighty Casey do it again?
Going into the Houston qualifying run this year, there was definitely a lot of pressure on me. I really wanted to do well, and I didn't want to let all of my awesome fans down, but I did have an early exit.
Oh! Can't make the transition!
I kind of felt like, you know, I failed.
Casey's really hard on herself, but she's still got a good head on her shoulders.
At least I didn't make a silly mistake. You know, I went out there, I did really well. I went as hard as I could, and I fell a little bit short, but that's okay.
It's really hard to go down and still stay on top mentally and muster up enough strength to keep training and then come back.
I thought to myself, you know, I'm out here telling all these people, don't be discouraged by failure and let it make you stronger. And I realized that I had to take my own advice and, you know, suck it up when it gets hard and keep trucking along. It would mean the world to me to be able to hit the buzzer at the end of stage 1 here in Vegas. No woman has ever done it, and I know that it's possible, and I know that I can conquer that course.
There is no limit to what this woman can do. Last year, she was a finisher. This year, she's a wild card, but everyone still wants to see her run. Her boyfriend, Brent, even brought their dog, Mr. Mowgli, to watch. And this crowd is on its feet for this run. So many of the people out here, men and women around here, because last year they watched this woman make history.
Well, this is her opportunity to do it all over again.
5 feet tall, 90 pounds, and on to the propeller bar. This obstacle has been so tough for the female competitors.
Well, she knows how to use a mini tramp, but she's got to get a big bounce.
Oh, whoa! And she is stunned, as are all of us, Akbar.
That's hard. That one is hard to swallow.
Total shock here in Vegas.
It's all right, baby, it's all right.
Well, let's look at it again. Casey just jumps over the mini tramp, barely even touched it with the back of her feet. Now, as a gymnast, she's usually so precise with her footwork. I think she was trying to hit that mini tramp really hard, and she just misfired.
Let's go down to Kristine.
Casey, the crowd loving you. All eyes have been on you this season. Tell me what kind of thoughts go through your mind as you're stepping up to the starting line.
I'm just, I was really excited. I wanted to, come here and give it another shot and make everybody proud.
We don't usually see you getting emotional, but I feel like right now you are. Can you tell me why?
I just feel like, I did this amazing thing, but if I keep failing, after that, and it's just hard, and I don't like to get upset, but it's okay to get upset, just because I really wanted to do it, but I'm not gonna give up, so that's what matters.
I think that's what fans are paying attention to, is that you're not giving up after all this. I know that you're still inspiring a lot of people. Your fans, how have they been with you?
They've been amazing. They're just, even after I went down in Houston, they were so supportive and they all wanted me to be here, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to do so well.
Casey, I expect that we will see you again back here next year.
Definitely.
Guys, back up to you.
And Matt, look at this. This is Casey here in Vegas 2 years ago. She had a very similar miss on the mini tramp. Again, just jumped right over the top of it. But remember, she bounced back from that and made it up the wall the next year.
Well, it's tough to watch. You have to feel for her because this means so much to her. We're going to take a break and be back with more from Stage 1 right after this. Welcome back to the National Finals of American Ninja Warrior, where the action rolls on here in Las Vegas. While we were away, a few more athletes tried their luck at Stage 1. Caleb Hare, a 30-year-old firefighter from Greenville, Texas, saw his run extinguished when he overshot the pad on the silk slider. Oh, no! 38-year-old ER doctor Rich Shoemaker ditched his stethoscope and white coat at the starting line. But when he hit the jumping spider, he had an emergency of his own.
Oh! That's that bad approach there by Rich.
Ian Dory, who had the second fastest time in the Kansas City Finals, picked up right where he left off. And he just nailed the coin flip. And he's headed to Stage 2 for the second straight year. Ian Dory. With his run, Dory becomes our 25th finisher, the most we've ever had here at Stage 1. Up next, one of the heroes from our military episodes this year, from Corpus Christi, Texas, this is Jeremy Prather. He served as a Marine, and he's currently a Deputy U.S. Marshal. On the job, Prather has the dangerous task of tracking down fugitives in Texas. But on the course, Prather had an impressive run in the San Pedro Finals, making it to the 9th obstacle. He's also a husband and father, his wife Perry, and their 3 kids here tonight. And he is off. This is Jeremy's second year competing, but his first stab at Stage 1. And based on what this guy does for a living, I doubt any of this will intimidate him.
Yeah, don't mess with the marshal.
Oh! And the propeller bar claims another victim.
Daddy went swimming. Yeah, Daddy swam. Daddy swam.
Well, he got a great jump and gets his arms over the bar, but he rushes to grab the rope and just misses and has that 30-foot drop to the water.
Should have given one more rotation all the way around.
Up next, always one of the most fun runs of the night, It's J.J. Woods, a boxing trainer out of Miami.
Last year in Vegas, I got to stage 2, but I gassed myself out.
J.J. Woods out.
It was a combination of bad technique and just not having much left in the tank. So went home and I went to the drawing board. I wanted to come back here healthier and lighter, but still maintain my strength. I've gotten on the paleo diet, which is lean meats, fruits, and veggies. I've eliminated breads, rices, pastas, and juices. In the last year, I've lost 13 pounds. I've never felt better in my life. I'm loving it. Approaching Mount Midoriyama now, I want to go out there and kill it. I believe I'm more than capable of getting to the top of that tower.
There's JJ's mom, Phyllis, and his friend, Christina, here to support him.
Yeah, looking at JJ, this dude is like a walking commercial for the paleo diet.
Wow, flying through one side of Piston Road. And I like it, Akbar, taking some of that momentum issue out of it. An aggressive pace, great leap. JJ had a dramatic run here on stage 1 last year. Hit the buzzer with less than a second left on the clock. Doesn't want to make it that close tonight.
Well, this is his 3rd year here in Vegas, and JJ's ready to make some noise.
And makes the landing. Silk Slider was a killer last year, but this year these athletes seem to have figured it out.
But even veterans have to bear down on the jumping spider.
But he sticks it and locked in. Great job out of J.J. Woods, 5'9", 167.
Well, he's a boxer. Boxers got to have good footwork. He needs it here on Sonic Curve.
Wow, great form. And a good recovery. And he's way ahead of the pace from last year, going much faster. Wow, and Woods looking right at home on stage 1.
Well, once again, this boxer needs to show his good footwork on the coin flip.
And going right into the triple swing, Akbar. Well, J.J. Woods lost some weight, and he did move faster. Last year it was down to the wire, but he has plenty of time on the clock tonight.
J.J. Woods is ready. Watch out for him on stage 2.
But he's gonna hit the buzzer. J.J. Woods shooting for the top this year.
Well, look at his save on Sonic Curve. He was falling back, but managed to pull himself up with his arm strength. Last year, he finished with less than a second. This season, he's got one of the fastest stage 1 times.
Overall, Kevin Bull and Daniel Gill, who both ran last week, still sit 1 and 2 on the leaderboard. But that run gives JJ the 3rd fastest time so far. Coming up, they go fast. Ellen Hall destroying this course, and they go far. Joe Borowski does it! The final 2 competitors from last season start a new Vegas run for this season.
This is the year I go all the way.
Joe Borowski and Ellen Hall are just ahead on American Ninja Warrior. 5 seconds left. And he does it! Borowski, the first athlete to get through stage 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
A great effort out of Ellen Hall. And it looks like Joe Borowski will not be alone. That was stage 2 in Las Vegas last season. Joe Borowski and Ellen Hall were the only 2 athletes to make it through. And they had the 2 fastest times in Pittsburgh qualifying. And the superstars from last season are about to hit the course.
Go, Joe!
And there's Ellen Hall. He'll run next, but first, he's going to watch the weatherman, Joe Borowski. The meteorologist from Sherman, Connecticut is in only his 3rd year of American Ninja Warrior competition, but he's already built an impressive ninja resume. In 3 seasons, Joe's never fallen in a qualifying course or a city finals. He's got it! In his first year, he advanced all the way to stage 3 in Vegas, only to fall on the floating boards. Then last year, he made it farther than anyone one, falling on the hang climb. No! Joe's about to become a dad. His wife, Stephanie, expecting their first child in a few weeks. No American has ever run stage one faster than Joe Moravsky. It was a slightly different course, but Joe did it in 1:12 seconds in the USA versus the World competition last year.
Well, he goes fast, but he doesn't make mistakes, and that's what I like about him. In 3 seasons, the only place he's fallen is on stage 3.
Well, we've seen Joe and Stephanie's life play out in front of us. First, she was Joe's girlfriend, then they got engaged, then married, now pregnant. And a great landing there.
Yeah, Joe Moravsky has a gymnastics background. He knows his way around a mini tramp. Oh boy, here comes the jumping spider.
Oh, he's slipping. Great save. Now seems to have righted the ship. Looks like he'll make it through the jumping spider.
But he never panicked, just fought through it.
And we've said it before, if you see him on the street, Joe Moravsky looks like a regular Joe. 5'10", 165 pounds, but such an impressive athlete.
Now, the sonic curve is new. He hasn't tried this one before.
Sticks the landing here as well. Doesn't seem to have a lot of urgency to it, but still has a good time going.
Look, he wasn't even fazed by the warp wall.
And I'll tell you the reason why, too. We've seen the success of the weatherman, Joe Moravsky. He has a certain amount of respect here for each and every obstacle. Some of the athletes do overlook it. They think, I've got it, and there's a certain respect that you have to have. Not fear, respect.
Well, if he doesn't fall on one of these last 2 swings, he'll have a top 5 finish here. And he's got one more. And it looks like Moravsky's going to climb his way to the buzzer and stage 2 for the 3rd year in a row. And the shirt coming off. Says he's coming for the mountain. He wants that $1 million.
But look how close he came to losing it on the jumping spider. As soon as his feet hit the walls, he was sliding towards the water, but saved himself, and he's moving to stage 2.
Now comes the other half of the dynamic duo. It's the natural Ellett Hall. The survival guide from Cape Town, Maryland had a breakout year last year. He and Joe Moravsky were the only ones to make it to stage 3. Ellett's parents are here in the stands, and fellow ninjas want to watch Ellett Hall because this guy likes to go fast. And here we go. And that's his trademark send it scream.
Yeah, and basically it means go for it, and that's what Ellett Hall does.
And he goes straight into the mini tram. Oh, barely touched the propeller.
Well, that's as fast as anyone's gone through that obstacle.
Well, he had the fastest time on this course last year. So far, Kevin Bull, who ran last week, still has the mark to beat. But Ellett looks like he is going after it. Slides in safely there.
Boy, he hasn't even used up 30 seconds yet. This is a sprint.
And going right into the jumping spider. Oh!
What the what?
Oh, Ellett Hall shockingly out at the jumping spider. I don't believe it, and the crowd doesn't either. Ellett looks like he might be injured.
Well, I think he just rushed it. He gets a decent jump off the mini tramp, but look, he missed it with his left foot. He was maybe a couple of inches off in his landing, and that's all it takes.
Let's go down to Kristine.
Ellett, what do you think happened there? The jumping spider is not something we're used to seeing you go out on.
No, I've never had trouble with it before. I really think I was just going way too fast, and I got really deep in there, and once I popped out, I felt my shoulder start to pop out, and so instead of letting it go with that, I kind of tried to save it and then just dropped. I've got the rest of the year to train and hopefully come back again.
All right, Ellett, I love that you're going to come back and do this again. We love watching you. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Guys.
Thanks, Kristine. Well, last year, she set the standard for women here in Vegas. How far can Megan Martin go tonight? We're about to find out when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior here at the National Finals in Las Vegas. Our coverage tonight is brought to you in part by our friends at Palm Wonderful. While we were away, 2 dramatically different runs on stage 1. Oh, he's low on the cargo net. Vegas resident and CPR instructor Dustin Rocco gave the hometown crowd a heart-stopping finish.
Get out of here, Rocco!
As he hit the buzzer with less than 1 second to spare. Moving on to stage 2 for the first time in his career. But time was on the side of Drew Dreschel.
Got it.
After not qualifying for Vegas last year, the Ninja veteran came back strong and clocked the fastest finish of the night. Up next, one of the surprise rookies from this season, Jake Murray, a wedding photographer from Denver. In his first year, he finished the Kansas City qualifying course and almost finished the finals course.
Yeah, man, you better watch Jake Murray. He's a wild man. You never know what he's going to do on the course.
Runs right to the mini tramp and gets the rope on the first pass.
Ooh, looks like Tarzan.
As his girlfriend and family members here cheering him on.
Well, look at that, going spread eagle. This guy's crazy.
Oh, close call on the landing. Well, he's having a good time, but he's also making good time, setting a fast pace.
Well, look, don't joke around with the jumping spider, though.
And he sticks the mount. Well, Murray is a rookie. In his submission tape this year, he recreated Kevin Bacon's dance from Footloose. Jake Murray is a showman, and he is cutting loose out here. 5'9", 145.
Well, we know he knows how to dance based on his submission video, and he's dancing through the sonic curve.
As we said, Murray was impressive in Kansas City. Advanced to the city finals, made it to the 9th obstacle, the body prop. He played no organized sports in high school, but what an athlete he is turning out to be.
And Matt, he's got a shot at the fastest time.
Well, Drew Dreschel has the fastest time tonight, but Kevin Bull has the fastest time overall on stage 1 set last week. And Murray could beat him. He goes right up into the triple swing. I don't know if he realizes how close he is to Bull's time.
Well, look, we could have a rookie with the fastest time on stage 1, and he's a wedding photographer?
Needs one more swing. He's got it. Now 10 seconds. This is going to be close. And he does it. He just beats Bull's time. What an amazing run by Jake Murray. What is he doing? Oh!
That's the way to celebrate right there.
He is a showman. Puts up the fastest time and then makes a dramatic exit.
Well, Jake Murray was having fun out there, but this rookie got to the buzzer quicker than anyone tonight. And then look at this. That's making a statement.
Well, he may be a little crazy, but Jake Murray is moving on. Up next, another athlete with the skills to move on, and a run we've been waiting for. From Boulder, Colorado, it's Megan Martin. She's one of only 4 women ever to get up the warped wall. And here in Vegas, she made history before on stage 1, and she's ready to do it again.
Last year in Las Vegas, I became the first woman to conquer the jumping spider and the half-pipe attack.
Oh, she started! Her feet are up! Oh, you go, girl, you go!
And I ran out of time at the warp wall. So I would say it was a pretty good first go at it.
Nice, nice.
Doing well last year definitely helps confidence-wise.
Boom, good job.
Now I'm just focused on getting through everything faster, since that's really what I struggled with the most.
Come on, Ian. Go, go.
I have been working on my speed a bit.
Go.
Hanging out with the wolf pack. It's been a lot of fun. There's a nice camaraderie with them.
21 seconds, that was really slow. You're off the team. Go to the showers.
Tonight, I plan on hitting that buzzer and making it to stage 2. And making a little bit of history in the process.
Megan's mom, dad, and sister all here to see if she can once again set a new standard for women. Here's Casey Catanzaro. She fell earlier, but out to show her support for Megan. And there's Jessie Graff. She equaled Megan by making it to the warped wall last week. Megan's hoping to break that barrier right now. And here she goes. Surprisingly not running across the pistons. Remember, she timed out at the warped wall last year, said she worked on her speed. But Megan taking a cautious approach here early on.
Yeah, I think she's being too cautious. She needs to kick it into another gear here.
Both of Megan's parents were gymnasts. She grew up in gymnastics, then went to Vanderbilt University as a pole vaulter. Jessie Graff and Michelle Warnke, the only women to get past this obstacle so far. And she's up!
You can take a ride, Megan Martin.
That rope. So Martin now just the third woman to survive that obstacle. Well, Megan Martin continues to impress us. Last year, joined Casey Catanzaro and Michelle Warnke, the only women ever to make it up the warp wall.
Well, she's taking a lot of time on these early obstacles. Megan needs to MOVE, move.
But a great ride on the silk slider. Moving on now to the jumping spider. Last season, she became the first woman to get past it.
Well, that confidence from last year should be able to apply here.
And she's got this! But the clock is ticking. Look at that, going to one side. That rock climber, so strong.
Well, I think if anybody can handle the pressure, it's Megan Martin.
And she's done it again. Through the jumping spider for the second year in a row.
All right, ride this sonic curve like the Sonic Hedgehog.
Slow approach, 2-footed technique. Over the rope.
Okay, come on, girl.
And throw it. Can she get up the wall?
Yeah, she's sprinting. Look at that. She understands the time that's here.
You can do it!
Just needs to get up the warp wall to make history.
Oh. All right, that's okay. Try it again, Megan.
Come on, Megan.
30 seconds left.
Oh, no, she's out of breath.
Just needs to gather herself for one more push.
Come on, Megan. Come on, Megan.
And you can see her fighting through the fatigue.
At this point, I don't care about the time. I want to see her get up this warp wall.
The crowd wants to see her get up the warp wall, too. Oh. And you can just see this different approach here as the clock sounds. Megan Martin for the second year in a row.
But I love that she's not quitting, even though she's hearing it. Countdown. And she's out.
Well, she's going to be disappointed, but still an amazing run, equaling her mark from last year and what Jessie Graff did this year.
Look at how close she came to history. On her first run at the wall, she just needed a couple more inches to reach the top. She kept trying, but I think she was too gassed out after that first attempt.
Right now, she's standing by with Kristine.
Megan, another great performance from you, but again, that warped wall 2 years in a row taking you out. What do you think it is about that obstacle for you in Las Vegas?
Well, I'm not going to be too angry at the obstacle because at least I'm not getting wet in Vegas. I'm really happy about that. I think I just keep getting really tired there, having a hard time breathing. And this time on my first attempt, I think that was the one I should have gone for it a little more, where I noticed myself stalling a bit. And then I was like, no, wait, actually you need to go faster. And then I missed it. And then I was like, ugh, and I'm so tired. I'm gonna do it next year. It's happening. I'm gonna do it.
Thank you so much for being out here.
Thank you.
Guys.
Only a few runners left, but one of them is Brent Stephenson. The Ninja legend is making his return to stage one.
Ready to rock. Here we go.
Up next on American Ninja Warrior. It's already been a heartbreaking, heart-stopping year.
Sam,
I am getting chills. But next week, it's what we've been building to all season long as the remaining competitors move on to treacherous stage 2. Oh my goodness! Whoever survives takes on the even tougher stage 3. No! And maybe for the first time ever, we'll see one of these athletes climb the stage 4 tower with $1 million on the line. Let's go! You won't believe what happens in Vegas. History has been made! Next week on the season finale of American Ninja Warrior. Well, we cannot wait. The finale is going to be something special. But we're not done here tonight. While we were away, 3 more athletes took on stage 1. High school teacher Brandon Barrett, sporting some old school running shorts, flunked his test on the jumping spider and ended up wet. Oh! Can't lock on. Carson Voiles, a business owner from Utah, making his second trip to Vegas, took 3 spins on the propeller bar just to be safe before sailing through the rest of the course and hitting the buzzer.
Carson Voiles adds his name to the list, moving on to stage 2.
Minister Jeremiah Morgan of Pass Christian, Mississippi, one of only 2 finishers in the Houston City Finals.
Morgan flying through this course.
Put on a show for the rest of the Morgan clan and punched his ticket to stage 2 as well. So we are down to the final athlete of the night, but that runner is Ninja legend Brent Stephenson. New fans may know him as Casey Catanzaro's boyfriend, but 3 years ago, he was the king of the Ninja world. He went farther than anyone here at Mount Midoriyama, and now he's ready to regain the throne.
It's been said that this is the year of redemption for me, and it is. I didn't do so well the last 2 seasons, but you got to learn from your mistakes and come back stronger and just never give up.
This is the confident Brent Stephenson we remember. Yes! Brent Stephenson is headed to Vegas again.
Brent trained really hard for this. He has that strength. He definitely is super focused, and I think he can get to the top.
It definitely would make it a little extra special if I had the fastest time on stage 1.
Redemption is huge, and everybody loves to get it, and this year, I think, is my year for redemption.
Casey on the sidelines already looking nervous, along with Brent's parents. Lots of Team Brent supporters in the stands.
This is his 6th season competing in American Ninja Warrior.
And Brent Stephenson likes to go fast. He may be gunning for Jake Murray's time.
Stephenson used to be on a trampoline team, and he spins his way past the propeller bar. Of course, last season he was seen mostly on the sidelines supporting Casey, but he wants to prove he is still a top competitor.
Just get past these next 2 obstacles, and then he can sprint like Usain Bolt to the finish.
Stephenson, 35 years old, managing partner at Alpha Warrior along with Casey, a trampoline expert, and it shows right there on the jumping spider.
We saw that pause and that stick there for Brent Stephenson.
Well, Stephenson on pace for the fastest time of the night, blowing kisses to the crowd. And this is the old Brent Stephenson.
He's still a politician, too.
Oh! Coming in low.
You can't. Oh, boy.
What a great save. Can he stick the landing?
Boy, you cannot underestimate the lean that you're going to get there on the sonic curve.
But at one point, every ninja's going to stumble. Stephenson with a great save there, barely getting up the warped wall.
Boy, he's trying to get that title back to being the man. He used to be the man, fell back. Now it's his opportunity to go again.
And right through it. And right into the triple swing. On pace for the fastest time here, Akbar.
This is what he's used to doing. This is his comfort zone.
The run for redemption continues a little low on the cargo net. But he is gunning for Jake Murray's time.
This looks like more than a run for redemption. This looks like the run for speed.
And he has the fastest time of the night. Brent Stephenson once again the man here on stage 1.
Did it again. I love you guys.
Well, the final run was the fastest run. Brent Stephenson makes a statement in his return to Vegas, and that's got to be our Palm Wonderful Crazy Healthy Run of the night.
Right now he's standing by with Kristine.
Brent, I've got some news for you. You had the fastest time of the entire night.
No, that feels amazing. You know, the level of talent this year is just so high, and to have the fastest time on stage 1 just feels amazing. So.
All right, Brent, now it's on to stage 2. Best of luck. We're going to see you there.
Let's do it. One step at a time, baby.
Guys, back to you.
So stage 1 is done, and Brent Stephenson is at the top of the list of our record-breaking 38 finishers. Other favorites moving on include the weatherman, Joe Moravsky, as well as the cowboy ninja, Lance Pekas, and Isaac Caldiero, who advances for the 2nd straight year. Firefighter Mike Bernardo will get his first shot at stage 2. He'll be joined by his good friend Ryan Stratus and another military competitor, Dustin McKinney. Our final 4 finishers all made it by less than 1 second. We'll see them all next week to take on stage 2, Whoever survives moves on to stage 3, and then history could be made if someone makes it to stage 4. And don't forget, there's $1 million on the line. It's the season finale, and you don't want to miss it. For Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, and Kristine Leahy, I'm Matt Iseman. We'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.
Next Monday, it's finally here. The American Ninja Warrior finale.
All of our athletes hoping to do what no American has ever done before.
We are ready to beat Mount Midoriyama.
I just want to prove that's possible.
What a run! Wow! Oh my goodness! Yes! Yes! And he's out! Yes!
The American Ninja Warrior finale, next Monday, 8/7 Central on NBC. All new Running Wild with Bear Grylls starts right now, here on NBC.